Going against the Hexaghost, so we can afford to trade away some of our HP as we go along here. I think I like just doing an upgrade on Neutralize, given the option. I still stand by the boss relic swaps, but I love an upgrade on Neutralize early. Boss over boss. We've done 2 boss relic swaps. Now, admittedly, we were pretty likely to not get Sacred Bark again. Please. Okay. Okay. But yeah, I think the Sacred Bark twice in a row was super low impact. And we didn't find any potion relics to go along with it to make it pop. Like a white bee statue or something like that would have been nice. Rare card is amazing as silent. I highly disagree. There are a tremendous number of rare cards in the silent that are completely dead through Act 1. First floor caltrops. Indeed. So you want caltrops for like 3 fights before the heart. Those being Hexaghost, Guardian, and the birds. Outside of that, I think caltrops is rarely worth the 1 energy. But, given the paths that we're taking, if we don't find attacks here or here, we'd try to go this way, though this shop probably not worth going to. If you have a lot of caltrops, if you just keep taking and upgrading caltrops, that would be interesting. Caltrops is like, well, never mind. It's not quite like that. I was gonna relate it to Noxious Fumes, but it doesn't quite work out. I'm gonna hit the rare skip on floor 1 because I think those cards are so bad that I just don't want them. Bane may have been okay. What is happening here? Okay. Poison Stab is exactly what we're looking for. That makes me feel a lot better. Upgrade on Poison Stab as well. Helps quite a lot. On 2 of the 3 elite fights. A Ninja Scroll. Kind of hate, but I guess we have to take it. Okay, and there's a chance at a Crippling Cloud to go with our Poison Stab. Now, the issue is that we're really bad against the elite fights, namely like Sentries plus Gremlin Knob if we don't take the Meme Stab here, but man, do I hate Meme Stab as a card. It's like a worse version of Backstab that never goes away. But I think we have to take it here, even in the face of a Crippling Cloud that I would love to take and then upgrade. This might be like the rare Survivor upgrade over the Meme Stab. You play the mobile version? Sweet. Does it hold up? I actually haven't heard like anything about the mobile version. other than the fact that it released. Yeah, I actually haven't seen, like, I saw pictures of it super early on. And then, yeah, it was just like nothing. It's more fun than Tinder. Not exactly a glowing recommendation. Selecting a card can be janky. Do they do the thing where you'll pen nib with Ninja Scroll? Should be a little careful with that, but that's pretty nice. They do the thing where, like, if you press on the cards, they pop up really big, so you can then try to select one individually, or do you have to, like, micro press directly on the small pixel on your screen so it'll work? So Terror's how we beat Hexaghost right now. Dagger Spray is just kind of a general card that we want in the deck. I think we'll take Terror as the win condition against Hexaghost right now. Toxic Egg? Insane. Okay, we want to get the kill next turn for Pen Nib. Easy. Put up a Liquid Memories as well as a chance at a dash and a finisher. Sometimes finisher's pretty insane with this deck if we get it on turn 1, but I think I want this dash. And I just have to be careful. We have Pen Nib on 9, ready to go. To a Meme Stabby, yes. So this is going to do 32 plus 10 on dash. We kill this sentry. Boop. And we full block for this turn. So this is going to allow us to kill this sentry with 2 strikes, and then we can remove the artifact on this sentry over here. It's going to be 9, 18, and then hit that guy. Oh. The Ascension 20 thing. It's super annoying on my... I talked about this every once in a while, but on my laptop I have Slay the Spire, and re-grinding the Ascensions is just a pain. Power Potion. Calculated Gamble Plus. Oh, it says plus on it. Why does my Steam Cloud sync on? It is on, but my laptop is a MacBook, and I have a PC that I'm playing on now, so they don't quite sync up the way that I would like. Or they actually don't sync up at all, rather. Setup plus. Oh my dog. Deflect plus on 3 energy isn't so bad. I'm not sure if we need it, but it's kind of nice. Yeah, it's not so bad. Why? These are the worst events ever. Yours is synced between PC and Mac? Really? I believe you. I'll have to check it out. Oh, these cards all say plus on them, man. It's so hard not to take like a backflip plus here. Our damage is terrible against Hexaghost, though. It says plus on it. We're doing it. It's too good. Okay, we're looking to double up. Dash. Oh, I just saw setup plus masterful stab always makes it cost 0. Does it? I've never had the dream combo like that. No. Oh. You had me for a second. Please. Perfect. Think of a Tingsha leg sweep plus. Oh, this is terrible. We like die to the Hexaghost. Do we rest? Ever think of doing a podcast? I have thought about it, though. As much as I can sit here and ramble on for probably an hour straight about nothing in particular, I would struggle to do a podcast on my own and be anything short of, well, I would struggle to be entertaining, I'll just say. Yeah, there's a wealth of podcasts out there, so it would be like great to be a part of one. It would be great to just like sit down and I would love to have a sit down conversational style conversation about content creation and just kind of being in the sphere of Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and all these things, because it's so prevalent and it's only going to become increasingly prevalent. We've already seen, like, wasn't it like Monday Night Football that was on Twitch last year or something like that? I mean, like sports are coming to Twitch in the live streaming environment, and basically like having a chat environment with sports or whatever. Anyway, yeah, something like that would be fun. Especially having done content creation for a while, I think it's something that I've learned a lot about and enjoy doing quite a lot. If only we had a copy of Caltrops, you're telling me. Maybe we do, right? In Power Potion? Not a good pen nib. And we go above 23 HP, so not great. If only we had a copy of Caltrops. Ding ding. Ooh, we could have played well, no, never mind. Disregard. Save you. What's my day job? I work in the... I was distracted. I work in the... I'm a scientist. I work in health and human disease research. Ding ding. You're the only 2 burns in here? Are you kidding me? Can't get pen nib perfect, even if we get neutralize. Just say professional nerd. It does kind of translate. Elf and human disease research. Yes. I'm a descendant of Tolkien himself, creating the next great masterpiece. Now, we have some interesting options here. It was health. 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 Number 2. I work in a healthcare setting. Get raving, so private. In the US anyway, I suppose. Yeah, interesting options. So notably, Storm of Steel says plus on it right here. And we also have Tingsha as well as an ornamental fan. So kind of interesting. Like if you were ever going to take a Storm of Steel, this would kind of be it. Not really, but kind of. We do have some extra card draw in backflip as well. Yeah, if we could get like a kunai or something like that for some deck scaling. I think Nightmare is the correct pick. Let's have some fun with Storm of Steel, though. I always pass on Storm of Steel. But maybe it works. Maybe we get a runic pyramid here, right? Maybe? No, we get a chance at a Sozu, a runic dome, a cursed key. I think this is a pretty easy cursed key. I think cursed key is like the best relic, energy relic in the game. Pretty easy pick for me, honestly. Sozu is just inherently bad, and I don't want to play with a runic doom. Curse Key, I think the reason why I think Curse Key is one of the best energy relics in the game is if you ask the simple question, how many relics would you be willing to trade away to have 1 energy every turn of every combat for the rest of the game? The answer is pretty easily 1. And maybe 2. It's really powerful to go to 4 energy every single turn. And you don't even have to like trade away those relics. You can take the curses and you can just remove them or discard them or do whatever you want to do. So, but kind of rephrasing Curse Key, the downside is pretty good, honestly. Like it's not so bad compared to like Sozu or Runic Doom. So pretty easy Curse Key for me. And we'll see if the Storm of Steel can hold water. Now that we're on 4 energy, we can even leg sweep and Storm of Steel in the same turn. We'll see. I don't know if I've ever built around Tingsha before. Let's go to this early shop with 414 Spire bucks and a dream. Oh my dog. This gives us 9 shivs. Sweet! Was it optimal? I don't know, but it was sweet. Ding ding! Ding ding! My pen nib, no! Sometimes we draw shivs and it's somewhat better. Wait, how much damage is this? 3 times 4? Oh, galaxy brain. Thank you, Tingsha. Hey, Flannel Violent. I saw you were streaming earlier today. I wasn't able to pop in, but I saw on the Discord list that you were streaming at least. Hope it went well. This card says plus on it. I can't say no. Oh, it was worth it. It's so worth it. Discard alt. Oh no. That was so awesome. I don't even care about the pen nip. I mean, unload isn't even good, though, is the problem. You could just do prepared. I think prepared is straight up better than unload. Yeah. Give me some discard things? Well, I mean, technically, right? The tools of the trade, we'll take that. Well, there's another one. Tough bandages. I'm at a loss. I don't even know. I don't know what's going on. Whew. Full commit to discard? I mean, Tingsha plus tough bandages. We just picked up a prepared plus. Tools of the trade. Oh man, this is insane. Wow. Yeah, we'll upgrade Glass Knife. We're not out of the clear yet. Like, we still got a long ways to go. My dog, that's so good. So this is going to give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 30 damage. So we're free to do this. Ding ding. Wow. Now all we need is like Shuriken plus other discard based cards. Sorry, the mind is failing. Kunai. Why did I use basic shivs? I figured that the fight was going to go on long enough to where we weren't going to, or we were going to shuffle the deck. Ooh. pretty good. Do I have to discard that? Why do these keep lining up together? They're not supposed to do that. One more attack for the perfect pen nib calculate. Look at this masterful stab for 0. Imagine taking damage against an Act 2 elite, right? Oh my, this is going way too well. I shouldn't get cocky about it. Concentrate says discard on it. It also says plus. That's fair. It's true. We'll take Blur. And then I really like this power potion. The flex potion is also like really good. Yeah, concentrate doesn't really work without a lot of, like a couple acrobatics or something. Ideally like a runic pyramid, right? Now, the real question with this peace pipe, I believe we start tucking away these strikes so we can get to our discard stuff faster. I kind of like our potions. The power potion could be really good. Concentrate does work with top, for sure. I always find like Ascender's Bane ruins the fun with Unceasing Top. Like our potions. Well, War Paint? Sure. We don't have a lot of skills to upgrade because we have a Toxic Egg, but I guess I'm happy it hit Terror. This is dumb. Ding ding! Terrence! Hello, my friend. You're just in time for something truly special. It's the Tingsha Tough Bandages Calculated Gamble Storm of Steel Meme Dream. Piercing Whale Plus? I mean... these are Apparition Pluses. Now, we haven't taken any damage in a while, but if we're thinking ahead to like the rest of the game, Apparition is very good. And we're looking to pick up like a Well-Laid Plans or Runic Pyramid or whatever. We have quite a lot of innate block just with the tough bandages now. I don't know if it's enough to offset not having apparitions. We really need to be able to play them on an ideal turn though, which is the tricky part. We're going into Bronze Automaton. Sometimes they work out really well with our... what am I thinking of? Well, anyway, they work out with Hyper Beam. It is 3 extra cards. That's fair. We go to 30, and we're looking to toke away this Clumsy at the next campfire. So, 29. Is Apparition Plus good? It is very good. Yes. It is on a per energy basis, I believe, the best block card in the game. Yeah. Most other things that would compete with an Apparition would be like a genetic algorithms that's been stacked for the entire run with like Echo Form. Very few cards in the game can block what Apparition can block. It's very, very good. Lost 33 max HP. It's true. It's true. But if we Like a usual bar on whether or not to take bites or apparitions. One of them is like, will this cost me current HP? Will I take damage to take this event? And that's why this event is a hesitation, because this act has gone so well. So this is going to cost us 22 HP. It's quite a lot. But, even though it costs us 33 max HP, the apparitions themselves will almost certainly block out more than that much HP in the long run. That said, sometimes we just get bopped on like turn 2 or whatever. On like the heart fight. Or the elites. So we really need to find a way to keep these things around. I think we take them though. They're very good. Plus... I think this is just better, right? Because then we play 3 shivs. Yeah. Do we even need to, though? We discard 4, gain 12, plus 4, 16. We don't actually need to do that. But I would like to get Tools of the Trade and Deadly Poison in play. Tools of the Trade is going to help us so much going forward. It's hard not to get down. Okay, not perfect, but I like having the Tools of the Trade in play. Oh, we don't need 2 of those. It says 35, but he's not weak, so we'll just leg sweep here, and that should be enough. Up a tiny chest. Wah wah. But a chance at a second copy of Blur. That's kind of tempting. We get close to what's called the Blurcade. We'd really need a copy of Burst to get anywhere close to the Blurcade, as well as I don't know, on a 31 card deck. We're pretty far off, I guess. Extra curse from Tiny Chest? Oh, that's a good point. Maybe we weren't supposed to take that. What about the vampire event? I think the vampire event's slightly more nuanced, in my opinion. It's harder to say exactly when to take that event, but I mean, yeah, I think that one's a much longer conversation. Just to be honest. I think the biggest thing to keep in mind is whether or not it's going to cost you any current HP, when you're evaluating those type of events, as well as if like you have Molten Egg or something like that. That can make a huge difference too, since the Molten Egg will cause the bites event or the bites to come into your deck upgraded, as well as like how many strikes have I removed. So if you've removed all but like 1 or 2 of your strikes on the silent or defect, the fact that you're adding in 5 cards that are slightly better than strike. I mean, they're better than strike. Don't get me wrong. Like they're better. Is a huge problem. One change to that event that I've heard in the past that I really liked is if you only got bites equal to the number of strikes left in your deck versus always getting 5. Getting 5 cards into your deck that aren't terribly efficient at doing damage, it's kind of weird. So yeah, if you have all of your strikes, you're not going to lose any HP currently. It can be a really nice event for you because you've just upgraded all your strikes, and that works out really well. But like I said, I think that event is just like slightly more nuanced, and it's difficult for me to just say, oh yeah, just do this. Acrobatics plus. Absolutely. Transform our clumsy? No. A leg sweep? My God. This is the most defense heavy. Oh man. So we have some real big offense problems. So if we have an upgrade here that's going to give us good offense, we would do that, but we just don't. So the idea is that we're going to cycle around as fast as we can with acrobatics, calculated gamble, and just try to make the dream work with like Tingsha plus shivs and stuff. Now here's a real question. This is one of those instances where you kind of have to big brain it. Is it better to toke away strike or clumsy? Now clumsy is ethereal, so it's going to go away on its own. So after we cycle through the deck a single time, clumsy's not going to be there anymore. Whereas strike's just always going to be there. Hey, Flick. Strikes are forever. Carbon Pusher. Well, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. I cannot get over it's been such a wonderful evening of streaming today. Thank you guys so much for the follows, for the primes. Much love, guys. Much love. And hey, congrats on your first D1 bird. Mine still doesn't show up in my own chat, but thank you. Yeah, I think in this instance, especially in the face of clumsy, which goes away, it's a pretty easy choice to remove strike over the clumsy, right? Yo, Flask Gang, rise up. We got a lot of flasks in the chat tonight. That's really exciting. Okay. Can actually get rid of this artifact on turn 1. Love it. You're excited to watch me try and deal damage. Boy howdy. Just you wait. Damage? No! My damage. part of the meme. I need that. No! My damage! My damages! Anyone else super jazzed that Last Airbender's on Netflix now? Ding ding! So this goes to 1632. I want this next turn. I'm trying to think of how to make that work. I don't think we can. My cabbages. I like the idea of doing the blurricade thing. This is what I mean. We're like really close to the blurricade. We just keep playing blur every turn. We're not quite there. Better way to do it would be to like thin out these apparitions, but I'm still hanging on to those for a while. Okay, we'll save apparition for next turn. I was gonna do prepared here, but we'll not. Okay, this is really good. So we'll do 10 here. Now, the poison is going to kill the orb, so we'll get the Storm of Steel in our hand for next turn. And ideally we get, you know, acrobatics or some extra draw. Got these together again. Ding ding. Is 3-6, we go to 17. Big. Fortunately useless, but okay. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ding ding. Ding ding. Remember when someone was like, can't wait to see how you do damage? Oh, that was silly. Oh my. Oh my. I did use one single apparition that fight. Yeah. Like, it's tough not to lean into the Storm of Steel memes. But Afterimage is very good. Hey, Omega Weapon. Have I ever beaten a 20 heart with 2 Storm of Steels? No. No, I have not. So I hope we see another one. Yo, Snecko? Velvet Choker? No. No, 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 no. Man, like, Snecko's kind of interesting. We have a lot of stuff that says 2 on it. I don't really feel the need to go to Snecko status, though. Man. It is really interesting with Storm of Steel, though. A 2 Storm of Steel or Snecko plus Pyramid. They're both in a league of their own. So it's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, I actually really like the Ring of the Serpent here. It's just slightly safer than Snecko Eye. It's 1 less draw. We don't take Confused. You got things like Calculated Gamble, Terror. Just a little more card draw is going to make a huge difference for this deck. I really don't think we need this. And of course, we'll go against the Fun Eater first. Yikes. And this is kind of the nightmare situation you don't want to run into, where you have just a completely linear path along the right-hand side. We'll see how it goes. Maybe it'll be fine, but we have 2 campfires in which we need to recall. We have to take our Sapphire Key here, which is going to be another curse when we still have Clumsy in here. Probably best case scenario. Obviously, we just don't take damage, and then we can toke away the curse that we get here, I guess. It's not great. Imagine dying to 2 clangy boys. Nope. Oh, I messed up. It's fine. Ding ding. Ding ding. This is so dumb. Oh, I love this. Ding ding. Oh, Galaxy Brain. I actually didn't think about that. I like that play a lot. Jacob, that was good. Sapphire Key here and then toke it away at the campfire. I think that was... Well, was that? Because we have to recall. Maybe that was... Well... Maybe that was good. I think that was good. Ding ding. Sweet. Please, sir, I have some more memes. Prepared plus? No, that's too many. We need to do this efficiently, not whatever was going to happen there. Usually if you play a deck like this, you get the Time Eater boss? You mean this guy? Yeah, that is going to be a problem. That is why I refer to that boss as the Fun Eater. Yeah, these defends are really bad too. No. Oh my. Oh. We're almost there. I should try to line up Pen Nib more. Gotten somewhat lazy about it. That said, we really haven't taken much damage at all. Doppelganger Plus is kind of interesting. It says plus on it. It's not very good, but it says plus on it. $34 card strong and no spikers here. That's nice. Is says plus on it a meme? I like to think so. I say it for fun. Supposed to doppelganger there? Is FirstDane a meme? Oh man, that's deep. That's deep. Sometimes it feels that way, man. Lake Sweep Plus? Too much defense in here. We cannot take another Lake Sweep Plus. That's madness. Now, Piercing Whale, on the other hand, it's really good. All right, well, this has potential. We can get a really nice turnout here. Well, we kind of want to... No, We're shuffling anyway. This guy. Which means I should have discarded the apparition, right? Yeah. Because I wasn't going to play that here. Feels bad, man. Ding ding. Ooh, could have played deflect there. Man. Wow. Just imagine needing to play an apparition to beat the giant head. Maybe my house is getting tinier. I like what you did there. You might upset some people, but I appreciate it. No! Well, it's better to get like one stack on Pen Nib, I guess. If a Centennial Puzzle and a spooky ghost form. Man, this deck needed some defense. Finally. Woo! Just a well-laid plans would be great. All right, well, let's recall first, I guess. No. My nemesis. It's actually great. Keep doing that. Anyone else think that Writhing Mass should be removed from the game like me? Well, if you look closely, we can't actually deal with this curse right now. Oh, thank you. Surprise! It's 500 damage. Well, it's 9, but we're being debuffed though. No. I mean, this is really good. The block is probably the best that we could ask for, but not doing any damage feels kind of like a mistake. That's what you need. You need a baby monitor for yourself. Can anyone relate? 42. All right. Got a pair of clangy boys. Oh, just get me out of here. Is there a block limit? Yeah, it's 999. Got him. Guess we could have played Shiv there for a pen nip. Tactician? So this has to be our Sapphire key. What's our curse? Shame. Shame. So we got Reptomancer with Metallicize. What's the last offensive card to be added to the deck? Oh my dog. Honest answer for an honest question? Straight up don't even know anymore. This run has gone so far off the rails, I don't even know. Hey, we never do this. Ding ding. Bronze scales? You mean if we had a Caltrops in here? Oh no. Sorry, we passed on a Caltrops on like floor 1. I think it was floor 1. And I was like, oh, we don't need a Caltrops. Caltrops is terrible. Things that make you go, Give me a full hand, please. Right? It seems okay, otherwise we just Storm of Steel here. We have like no damage coming up. Alright, maybe we Storm of Steel then. Maybe that means we full hand. I think it means we Storm of Steel. No apparitions in our draw pile? Good hit. Well, we do have a liquid Mimaraze here to maybe do something. Could be an okay hand to Storm of Steel. Do not have Pen Nib for Blast Knife. don't know if that was right or not. Felt a little weird. But we carry 72 block into next turn. Oh god. This is how much now? 50, 59, 68 plus 24. What did I just say? 68, 24, 90 some odd damage. 68, 80, 92. We take 2 damage. I think that's acceptable for a Reptomancer fight. Catch you later, Esty. Have a fantastic evening. All right, we'll see if we can stack some pen nib. Actually, we can if we just do this, right? No, because sometimes the discard ruins things. Oh, whatever. If it happens, it happens. Pick up a turnip. You'll no longer become frail. Our emerald key piece will say Triforce complete. Infinite blades? No. We're not doing shiv things. We're doing discard things. Even the relics are block cards. True. This guy. Well, we fought the Maw of the Spire. Can I call this the Paw of the Spire? I've suggested that as an event in the past. Like, there should be an event like the Orb Walkers, where instead of 2 Orb Walkers, it's the Maw, and then you have the Paw of the Spire. And then maybe you could do some weird stuff with, like, Mummified Hand. You could throw something like that in there somewhere. Not all my ideas are winners. I'm not saying it's good. It's just an idea I had sometime. Should be putting Pen Nib on 6. I see what you mean. Should have also acrobatics there. Blurricade. Now we just have to do this to time meter and it's over. Pen Nib on 6? I think it's a great idea. So with Ninja Scroll, we can put Pen Nib on 9. Now the alternative to that, though, is that we're 3 charges behind on Pen Nib, basically. So we get 3 fewer, or 3, we have to play 3 more attacks per combat to get our next Pen Nib charge. Actually, I think I disagree. I like Pen Nib on 9. No spikers again? This is incredible. No, I totally get why you would want Pen Nib on 6. For sure. I get it. For sure. The thing that I like, though, about putting pen nib at 9 is that we have 6 additional draws. So we basically have a full hand's worth still of cards. So if the general philosophy is that you put pen nib on 9 for the start of your next combat, we still have the start of our next combat right here outside of Ninja Scroll. So if we just like don't think about the shivs, we still have what you would consider like a normal opening hand. And to be fair, the only thing we're really looking to pen nib at this point is probably Glass Knife. So odds there are pretty low. But I like where your head's at. I totally get the idea there. Yes. Ooh, Nightmare Bandages sounds awesome. We saw Nightmare earlier, but we took Stormsteel instead of the Nightmare, so we had to choose between the two. Damage. Well, this never matters. Neither does this. Okay. Nib on 6. It'll have to do it. It's just so ridiculous to be offered like all these doppelgangers and stuff. Well, no, I get the philosophy of why you want pen nib on 6. What I'm saying is that we get a full hand anyway. So if we're going to draw an attack on turn 1 for pen nib on 9, then it's going to be there anyway. Otherwise, we're delaying 2 turns, and we're putting our pen nib, like I said before, 3 attacks behind our second pen nib charge. So I still like pen nib on 9, though I understand like why with Ninja Scroll you're thinking that 6 would be better. I still think that pen nib on 9 is okay. And is probably optimal. Since, like I said, we get a full 6 on turn 1 anyway. And Terrence is on my side, so you know it's right. Okay. Team pen nib at 1. They're a combat behind, I think. Team accidentally forgot about pen nib. Now that's relatable. Oh, Deadly Poison was like the best card in the draw pile. Survivor, do damage, please. So sorry, those are our best damage cards. Next to Prepared. Oh, man. We go for greed here. Yeah, going for greed. Super greed? Got him. Pick up a pair for 10 max HP. It's a Noxious Fumes, a Blade Dance, a Deadly Poison Plus. I think we need the Noxious Fumes. So we're going against the Fun Eater first, but if we happen to go into Donu and Deka, we need to be able to strip Artifact as well as on the Heart Fight and the Act 4 Elites. So it's really slow, but we need to be able to Piercing Wail multi-attacks on Donu and Deka as well as the Heart Fight. We don't have we don't really have much of any artifact remove here outside of our weak, which also works. We have a lot of weak in here. The size of the deck, Reddit guides would say for shame. I would generally say that it's much better to do one thing well than a lot of things kind of okay. And we're in the realm of a lot of things kind of okay. Actually, we don't really do anything well other than cycle the deck really quickly and hope that it works out. Yeah, I would not recommend going to a 40-card deck. Just to be clear. Yeah, it's like Noxious Fumes or just skip here. Skip also seems pretty good. I like this. Ugh. Sweet. And nib on 9 gang, rise up. Oops. Minor misplay gang, rise up also. Ding ding. God, imagine thinking that we would need apparitions. Oh god. Okay. Well, wait. I should think about this. We do this first. Probably. Oh. There we go. Skill Potion, chance at a backflip, concentrate, blade dance as well. I'm still playing Monster Train tonight. I think this is going to go too long for me to actually play Monster Train. So we'll probably just play Monster Train on Wednesday. What does the Ding Ding Relic do other than drive us mad? Where's Ding Ding? Tingsha. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. So we're pairing Tingsha with Tough Bandages. Whenever you discard a card during your turn, gain 3 block. So we're prioritizing discards to do 3 block and 3 damage per card. Does not mean concentrate is actually good, though. Okay. The real question is, like, choke away shame or upgrade spooky ghost form. That's so stupid. Oh, I love it. I also don't think I've ever had a relic with both of these, or excuse me, a run with both of these relics. I do. Thank you so much for the 5 cheers, my friend. Why didn't I rest? Good point. I think something under a rest? How do we kill this guy? Play too many cards. Well, admittedly, we don't need to do that. I'm actually really happy this tiny chest didn't proc, because we could have skipped it too. Flex pot with Storm of Steel. Yeah. If anything, the flex pot to get Time Eater below half could be pretty good. Which means I think we could open with a prepared here to see if we get like a glass knife. Oh, we can now almost certainly play 12 cards on turn 1. I mean, this is also a pretty good flex pot. It's going to give us an extra 20 damage, 25 damage. So slightly better than a fire potion, I guess. Not actually that good when you say it like that. Let's see. Let me make sure I have this math. We get 10 cards to play. We've got 9 in hand. So maybe we don't play all of this. So we have to prioritize. I think we're always doing this. We love this. I think we go to 4 cards next turn with our 4 energy. That should work out. I think we could also just play defend here since we have 2 copies of Blur in play. We could actually play all 3 of this with Blur. Though I don't think block is the problem. Ding ding. Now, if we could line up a piercing well for the halfway point, that would be ideal. Over easy, Evan, with the Egg Van raid. That's your 2nd raid to me. Thank you so much for the generosity. 7 of your best friends coming in piping hot, fresh out of the pan. Oh my goodness, a very passionate group of individuals. Thank you very much. Came in at a good time. You did. I can't even lie. This is a thing of beauty that we got going on here. We're pairing Tingsha with Tough Bandages to try to discard our way to victory. We have basically no attacks in here. Basically. We have a Storm of Steel and stuff. But that's, I mean, there's really nothing to point out here. We are blocking and discarding things to death. Yep. That's the run. I really want to get rid of these 2 curses. So I was going to play Calculated Gamble. Don't think we do. What do you mean, what, Flannel Violin? It's real. It's real. It's happening. Beautiful thing. Five's really awkward for this deck. One, two, three. Ooh, that's even better. Oh no, we want to play Blur. And then Doppelganger for 0 or Prepared? Doppelganger. This deck is beautiful, and I will not hear otherwise. Admittedly, didn't run the numbers there. Just short. Now, how do we play 5 cards? Really wish I had that Piercing Will next turn. We could still draw into one. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe we never kill him, right? Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. You hate to see that, though. Well, we've got Blur down. That's, maybe it's not so bad. Okay, I have to be somewhat careful here because we really don't have much to do this turn, and I don't want to waste a bunch of cards not doing anything. I think we can afford to draw a little more. Our best draw here would be one of our 2 copies of Blur. This is also pretty good, I guess. Okay, 5 cards next turn, probably. Wait, Apparition does what? I have a wealth of evidence that would suggest that Apparition does absolutely nothing. Check it out. Check it out. 4 poison. Sick. It's not going anywhere. We got Noxious Fumes down. Ding ding. Oh, wait. What value? Ding ding. Yo, ding ding gang, rise up. 39. So small. Wait, yes. Wait. Get rid of that garbage. And got him. Have I used an apparition in this fight? No, I did not use apparition against Time Eater. Ding ding. I think we do... Well, we're doing like Blur Defend. So we're not doing this. Wait, does the friction thing work with Tingsha? I've never tried generating friction with Tingsha. I always just do it. Wait, we need to be able to see the bird. We need to be able to generate some friction against the cultists, so Tingsha will go there. Okay, I think that should be enough. No, it doesn't work. Confirmed. Works in reverse? Sure, man. Do things, I don't know. We've only got 2 powers here. Oh, we have 3 powers. Obnoxious Fumes. Ding ding. Damn. Wait. Wait, do we have to use Apparition? Ugh. Oh man, just give me like, you know, single copy of Kunai? Shuriken? Something like that? Ding ding. Ding ding. Ding ding. That's so stupid. Oh man. Apparitions are so 2019. I feel you. It cuts deep, but I understand where you're coming from. We lose? Lose Blur? Oh. Ding ding. Yeah, double backflip could have hit. We've got more than enough money to make something special happen, so we'll see. Ding ding. Wait, I don't want this. Roro. -1 card draw? Ding ding. Store might have a Caltrops. Who would need a stinky Caltrops? Wait. It's a 6, 33. Yeah, okay. 34, excuse me. No, we do not take damage. Give me Void, see if I care. Yes, not drawing that power anymore is so good. Five hours later. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, we could Liquid Memories the Wraith form. We didn't draw into one of the voids before the shuffle, so we like shuffled into both voids that were on the bottom of the deck. That sucks. It's not too bad, it's just we, you know, I wanted to perfect the fights. Well, it's okay, because we can just ding ding. Oh, it's 2. too. I think we shuffle before the void. Oh, blurs, please. Ah. It's okay. We'll use the apparition. You know, one of the downsides of not using apparitions is that we have to keep drawing them. Just kind of keep going around and around and around in the deck. But ding ding. Also, ding ding. All right. Whew. What do I do if I see Dolly's mirror? Sorry, that fight took all 2 brain cells that I have left for the day. Wraith form? Maybe. Wraith form's pretty safe. Okay. Wraith form, acrobatics would be pretty good. After image would also be pretty good. Well, it'd be okay. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think we toke here. Like going to a nice even 40 cards. We'll get rid of shame. Because, you know, you remember that scene from Game of Thrones where it's like... What was it? Cersei Lannister with the bells? Ding ding. Ding ding. Shame. Remember that scene? It's kind of a weird one. But the Dolly's mirror is here. She was snaky. I'm not saying it was the best scene. I'm just, you know. Oh, man. I don't know if I have enough brain power left to figure this out. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. A Shuriken doesn't actually do that much for us. Outside of, like, turn 1. Yeah, I wonder if it's like Dolly's Mirror on Calculated Gamble. Because the thing about Dolly's Mirror on Blur, although it's like really tempting, it might be good. We need to get around to them again. And the only way we get around to them again is if we are discarding and then drawing a bunch of cards. So that's where Calculated Gamble comes in. Calculated Gamble on Ring of the Serpent is always going to be 15 block plus 15 damage. Okay. Duke Pot, remove curse. I think our curse is actually really good. Yeah, I think Shuriken's wrong. I think Dolly's Mirror is right. But the right call on Dolly's Mirror is really strange here. Frankly, I'm not entirely certain what the right call is, but it really could be this Calculated Gamble. Imagine seeing like a reflex here would have been sweet. Removing one of our defends could be really good too. Frickin' makes Storm of Steel less of a meme? Yeah, no, Mirror is the right relic. I'm for sure taking Mirror. I'm just totally stuck on what to duplicate. Like, I feel like duplicate Calculated Gamble is very similar to duplicating Blur. Also very similar to duplicating Acrobatics. Because we're cycling so much faster. I don't want another apparition. I do want another apparition. I also want another copy of Wraith Form. The issue is, like, we don't have the ability to hang on to these apparitions. How is it similar to Blur if Gamble does damage? What I'm saying is if we duplicate Calculated Gamble, we cycle the deck so much faster that it's similar to adding another copy of cards because we see them again that much faster is the point. It's not perfect logic because we're on like a 40 card deck. I mean, this is for sure correct. This is for sure correct. It's always Dolly's Mirror. Okay, I feel good about that. Also like a remove on probably a defend, just a base defend that didn't get upgraded. So we're never playing them anyway. Also meme stab is pretty terrible. I'm actually not sure what's worse, Masterful Stab or defend. I guess Masterful Stab has a place on like the very early turns, but very similar. I don't think we really play either of these. And sometimes we can play Masterful Stab. So I guess that means defend. And then I like Liquid Memories quite a lot. We'll keep that. Let's do maybe a block pot. The Dex pot is kind of interesting because we have these copies of Blur. It negates Beat of Death for a while, and we don't have any other Dex scaling. Block pot is also just good for, like, it saves us from turn 2 death a lot of the times. I think I'm going to do the Dex pot. Liquid Memories is good. And I think that's it. Hopefully we don't just, like, die on turn 2 against the Act 4 elites here. Ding ding. Also, ding ding. I guess we could have thrown damage over here, yeah? Maybe that was better. Well, I guess the damage was like so random. We didn't throw that much damage over here. We do potentially have Glass Knife for next turn, so that would be a reason not to play Calculated or Storm of Steel here. We do lose out on, how much is that? 12 plus 3, 15 damage. 15 is kind of a lot too. Yeah, I think I like 15. Okay, no more copies of Apparition coming around. This is really nice. Still pretty slow, but we have the treadmilling poison going. Yeah. It's a lot of curses we drew. Meme stab still for 0. Love it. Ding ding. I have 2 copies of Blur, so we will use that piercing well. You don't know if it's intended that a deck that I made was strong? What? Now, we do have Pen Nib available. I think we wait. Pretty sure with 200 block, we can just hang out. Yep. Still have Centennial Puzzle? Just in case? Bronze scales. Yes. Woo. Found the damage. Yeah. Skip that. These do say plus on them, though. I think we'll save these 2 potions. I'd love another Dex potion, but Liquid Memories might be really necessary for turn 2. From floor 1 to floor 55. If you love something, let it go. Man. Well, we don't never do this. How do I do this? Okay. Let's do this, I guess. Oh, I forgot to Dex Potion. Stupid. We could have played one more Shiv here. Okay, well, we'll do that. It's like we Storm of Steel and play 3 more cards. I don't want to... We could burn our Centennial Puzzle here, so if we were to take 1 damage from Beat of Death, we would draw 3. And then... Oh, we have Ornamental Fan. You're right. Yeah, we have Ornamental Fan. Ding ding. Beautiful. So now we can purposely take 1 damage if we want to try to draw 3 more cards. Ding ding. Man, these are all pretty good. It's kind of a lot of damage to be taking. We can block out a lot of it if we Survivor, defend. I would like to get Deadly Poison down. Not certain that we'd need to. So we could Survivor, defend, dash. It's a fair amount of block. Thank you, Turnip, by the way. Ouch. This brings it to 30 damage. That's good. So we're currently full blocking. We could calculate a gamble for basically damage and just to cycle the deck. Then we would put that in the draw pile, though. And I don't think we do that. Yeah, we end. Get him, Caltrops! Pew, pew, pew! Okay, Blur's pretty good there. So if we Doppelganger, we draw 8 cards. We exactly shuffle the deck. So it's really a question of if we want to shuffle the deck next turn or not. I think we probably end up shuffling it anyway with Acrobatics and Tactician. So I'm going to try to save this Doppelganger for... Am I? Do I want... the question is really, do I want to draw Doppelganger again? I think the answer is no. Yeah, I don't want to draw this again. This turn is so small. Now, we did not get the Noxious Fumes down in time, so we can't actually like apply Terror here. Our ability to block the multi-attack is supposed to be through Piercing Wail. That is not currently happening. Now it is. The Apparition is also really tempting here, because then we carry so much block into next turn if we don't draw a Piercing Wail. So we do this. Then it's like 24 damage or carry 52 block into next turn. I think carrying the block is way too good. We basically just block out next turn if we do this. And then we don't have to draw Apparition again. Also pretty okay. Ding ding. Both calculated gambles here is kind of sucky. Ding ding. Down to 1 poison. Good job. Good job, Noxious Fumes. Alright, we did get Blur here. So we'll try to stack it. Ugh. Okay. So we just shuffled the deck. We can certainly keep Weak on, but we did not draw into a copy of Blur. Wow. Okay, still fine. All right, so this is 60 damage coming in, so not too bad yet. We are on 3 Beat of Death, though. So how about we do this instead? Dang, okay. I was starting to draw into the Tactician, but now we are guaranteed to get Tactician and Blur for next turn, so we'll be able to stack quite a lot of block. Okay. So wish I could hang on to you. I wonder if we Wraith form Apparition here. Because we're shuffling the deck so we can't pull them back with Liquid Memories. We have 4 turns of intangibility. So we have this turn, attack buff. That's 4 turns. So we have 5 turns to do 350 damage. And that allows us to kind of mess around with the beat of death a bit. Run 13 poison, that's not a lot. But then we also don't have to draw Wraith Form and Apparition again. Okay, I think this is probably correct. Probably. Masterful Stab is still on 1. Ding ding. Now we do shuffle here, but we have liquid memories coming around. So we need to cycle through as much as we can so we can see another copy of Blur as soon as possible. Ding ding. Oops, did I not discard that? $117 block, with a lot more coming around with Storm of Steel here. Storm of Steel dead. Ding ding. GG. They said it couldn't be done. That's insane. Teach, my friend. Thank you very much for the gift sub to Dozy Lion. The Ding Ding Run. Wow. Whew. Thank you for the gift sub, Ding. That was a nice little oh, there's another little doo-doo-doo. Thank you for the follow. Man, 2 hours on a silent run. 40 cards strong. Carried by Tingsha. Tough Bandages. Wow. Wow. So we purchased the Tough Bandages on floor 21 after getting Tingsha somewhere in here. Here it was, floor 14. So 7 floors later, we pick up the Tough Bandages, and that alone carried the run. It's surprisingly with only 1 copy of Tactician. So we did a discard thing, and I think it showed. I think it showed that Dolly's Mirror on Calculated Gamble worked out really well to cycle through the deck faster. The whole idea being that in lieu of like Dolly's Mirror on a copy of Blur, we'll just cycle the deck faster so we can get to Blur again. And even though we're on 40 cards, because we're cycling so fast, we can just stack Blur by the end. So, yeah, honestly, did we need to Wraith Form Apparition at the very end there? Probably not. I think we survived. Maybe the multi-attack gave us some troubles, but probably not. Ring of the Serpent, yeah, good call. Ring of the Serpent plus a Tools of the Trade. So we got 7 cards per turn. It's like we had Snecko Eye without being confused. And we passed on Snecko Eye, I believe here on 34. Took Ring of the Serpent instead, knowing that we had 7 cards coming in with, or there it is, Tools of the Trade anyway. So pretty cool. 7 cards per turn. Tingsha, Tough Bandages. I don't know if I've ever had Tingsha and Tough Bandages together, but super, super, super cool. Very rare that we get an Ascension 20 win with what is basically a discard deck. It happens. but it's so hard to build into. And I think at the very least, this shows off like how many pieces have to come together for a discard deck to be consistent. But when it does, you end up taking like, oh, we took 16 damage here. Up until the Awakened one, we took 2 damage in the 3rd act, and 0 damage against the Bronze Automaton. Super good.